Little bit of a warning to start out with. This stream will involve gore. That's just part of this game. So if you're not comfortable with that, completely understandable. Feel free to tune out if you're not okay with like gore. Because that is what this game is. It's a cleaning game where you clean up gore. And I figured, you know what? What a suitable game to stream after I injured my thumb doing metalwork. So, we're just kind of gonna game, I think. Let's go ahead and do Frostbite. Now, I don't really have that much time in this game. I didn't really get into it. Usually cleaning games aren't my kind of thing, but I figured, you know what? I could probably just do this and talk to chat. So, you gotta clean up the blood, but if you let the mop get too dirty, you end up spreading some of the blood. So you gotta yeah, see? So I gotta go find the water bucket, wherever that is. Where's my water bucket? That's probably at the start. Wait, actually, where is the water bucket? This is my box. I can store stuff in there. Bucket, where are you? Dang it. I actually need the bucket to progress, and I have no clue where it is. Oh. Here it is. Dang it. Well, now I need like a new bucket, I think. Yeah. A new bucket, and I cannot spill this one. Is this the incinerator? No. Where's the incinerator? I need to burn some stuff. Oh, wait. I have like the YouTube or Twitch chat highlighted for some reason. I don't have commands set up. Sorry. I don't even know what the lurk command goes to. Where's the incinerator? Dude, I have not played this game in so long. And even then, I didn't even beat a level. Actually, I might have beaten one. Oh, here it is. Aw, how cute! Look at him! Aw, you're so adorable. Aw, you're like wiggling around. Aw. Okay, you're going in the incinerator. Don't worry, he's dead probably. Yeah, so I gotta be careful about like the blood steps. Because that's one of the annoying things that annoy me about this game is like you can end up spreading the mess accidentally. And like I've got ADHD, this is kind of hard to just sit down and do for a while. I mean, I don't really enjoy cleaning games that much. That's why I didn't really play too much of this. Oh, it's just to say that you're Okay, no, that's fair. That's valid. Well, I appreciate you stopping by and leaving the stream open. Okay. Aww. Wait, I love him. Chat, chat, can we keep him? Can we keep this one? I like him. I want him. Skellington. Whoa! Whoa, look at the mover! Whoa! I love him. We're keeping him. We're keeping him. New friend, new friend. He goes into the box. New friend. Whoa, what a silly guy. You need to be cleaned off just a little bit. Okay, okay, buddy. Come on. Just a little scrub will do you well. I don't care if he's gonna rot. New friend unlocked. I don't care what happens. I like him. This thing kind of like incinerates stuff, but you know. We could also just put it in a box. Oh wait, that's another bucket. Dang it! I gotta keep. I gotta like remember. I'm trying to use the scroll wheel to like rotate things. Right button drops it, and then scroll wheel doesn't rotate anything. Okay, chat. Run! It's gonna blow up. Bro, what's the chair doing here? Oh no, YouTube chatter said this stream is weird, I'm going to leave. I'm sorry. It's a video game. I'm just trying to be goofy and silly. My bad. I just wanted a friend. But yeah. No, that's fair. It's valid. Oh, I died. I got myself killed, chat. Okay, well, at least this janitor is an adult. It's good. Oh no! Okay, so this is my corpse from when I died. Dang it. It's been a eventful day off. I was doing some metal work, just using the metal grinder to shape a piece of metal that I've been working on, trying to turn it into a knife. Because I figured, I should have a nice knife that's not for like cooking related stuff. Because I have knives for cooking, but I don't really have any non-cooking knives. So I was like, you know what? I will make one. I'll I'll make a small one. I'll make a fancy one. It'll look good for my Ko-Fi page. And then and when I was grinding the metal, this was probably a few hours into it. I the metal slipped because like it's hard to get like a good grip on it. Sometimes the grinding wheel kind of bites the metal and it like pulls it down. But for whatever reason, this time my finger slipped into the wheel. I don't know why it was this time and not the other times where the metal slipped, but this time my finger did slip from, a safe position into a not safe position, which was in the metal grinder. And, it was scary to see my finger go in the spinning, like, rock wheel meant for grinding metal. That was a little terrifying to see. But, there wasn't really much else to do except for, pull my finger out of the metal grinder. And luckily it was like, I basically got the equivalent of a minor scratch on my thumb. But that could have gone a lot worse. I could have lost a bit of flesh, I could have lost some bone. Luckily, it was, I was pretty safe. It was pretty okay. Uh, you know what? My thumb is still injured. The bleeding stopped, but, could have gone a lot worse. I will say that. When you're doing metal work and your thumb slips into the metal grinder, getting the equivalent of a light scratch is getting off incredibly easily. Like, that could have gone horrible. Why did you give me an arm? That doesn't help me. You know, I feel incredibly lucky that the injury isn't worse and like I'm actually okay. Because like in the incident that happened, I was worried, as most people would be. But it's something I think about pretty much every time I use it. You're using like a really fast spinning rock wheel, essentially. You know, your thumb could slip and you could get injured, and it just so happened to happen today. But I'm okay. My biggest worry now is just infection, which isn't a huge concern considering that I did clean it. Are you not supposed to blow those up? Uh, I listen to a lot of gothic folk music. I have, honestly pretty niche taste, but, you know, I like it. And I don't mean niche in like the pretentious way. I mean like there's not many people that just listen to the genres that I listen to in general. What is this? It's a box? Dang it. Stop giving me. That's a part of a skull! Yeah, when a lot of people talk about liking old school music, I'm like, that's not that old. Because they're usually talking about like 80s or 90s. I like I like older music. Like, give me 40s or 50s, maybe earlier. You know, I mean, the Roaring Twenties went kind of hard. I'll I'll be real. You know, what is that? Like a little worm. This is classified, but we're gonna burn it. I don't think I know those names. I don't know. It's unfortunate because I do like to listen to music, especially if I play games like this. But, you know, copyright system in America is just so broken. Honestly, the copyright system across the world is so outdated. I'd probably get like auto-claimed. What is this? Boonspeed? Dude, making new drugs called Boonspeed? No, wait, this is a name tag. Boonspeed goes kind of hard. Dude, rest in peace, Boonspeed. Burak Khan? Okay, hold on. These are kind of tough names. I'm not gonna lie. Dude. These are some sick names. I like it. Oh! Oh, is this the box? I was wondering where this was. Dang it. Okay, this is gonna make it a lot easier. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that a wet floor sign? There we go. Huh? Bruh, it isn't working. Oh, another name tag. Kurwas Bishop? Okay, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I mean, Boone Spief is like that is a sketchy name, but this is a research facility, so you know, I guess Bro was doing research here. Before the incident. Tragic that we lost a researcher like Boone Spief. Ooh, wacky name. Oh wait, I already have a water bucket. It's right here. You know what I think I should do? I should grab this thing and go ahead and blow up all the explosive barrels that I can. From a safe distance. Or does it only work on organic material? Oh, it does. Well then. I'm pretty sure I have to discard of all of these, so I should just kind of try and get ahead of it. Meatball! Chat, we got a meatball! Wait, huge meatball! Let's go! I think what we gotta do is go around and try and dispose of all the bits and pieces that we can. Try and, like, throw everything in the incinerator first, and then clean up afterwards. I think that's probably the best approach here. Oh, dang it. That's okay. We can still get up there. It's just kind of annoying. I think of the last one left. They killed each other one by one, or it killed them. I don't know. This thing, whatever it was, we unleashed it, now we're paying the price. I can't get to the mess hall. I haven't had a drink in 3 days. I don't feel so hot. Hot, did I just make a joke? Wilford Cooper. Okay, Wilford. Your note is going in the incinerator. I don't need your silly note. Don't you know that writing is woke and gay? I want to pile them all up so then when I throw one in, they all explode together. Maybe. Hopefully. In like one big explosion. That's the idea, anyways. And then that should take care of the explosive barrel problem, assuming I can get them all in one place, which I should be able to. As long as I don't miss any, which is the key here. Zephin? That is a crazy name. I kind of like it, though. It's a big pile of explosives. This cannot end well. There's no world in which this ends well. Oh no! Oh no! Oh chat, I'm gonna blow up the entire facility with this. Okay, so I need to use this. Dr. David Childs? Dude, they have the wackiest names in this. Sorry, Doc. You're kind of just a pile. It's my job to clean you up. I think I got everything. Dang it. Jam. I forgot this thing can jam. I really don't like cleaning games. So, I mean, I'm playing one though. Yeah, true. This is actually a government operation here. This is a false flag attack, as they say. There we go. So now we have to do the annoying thing and drag this over to the other spots. Drop them off, then jump on top. Because, you know, you gotta be thorough. And I gotta get this stupid barrel down. Is there anything else up here? Oh, there's gonna be something there. I can just tell. Why'd they give me the lift that just keeps jamming? Why did they give me this? Does it need to be, like, greased or something? Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, there's nothing here. Good to know. Thinking I'd try the spot as well, just so I can get a look. And it looks like we're clean. I actually think we're good for the above areas for once, which is nice. Made that spot worse. But it was funny, so I stand by my actions. Chet, do you ever think about how we're living in the middle of a World War III? It's kind of crazy, you know? I mean, Israel and the USA are at war with Iran. Russia is still invading Ukraine. Israel is still committing a genocide in Palestine. I mean, it really is just the midst of World War III. Especially if the US decides to fully commit and go boots on the ground. Which would be an incredibly foolish choice if we decide to invade Iran militarily. That would be incredibly stupid, but I wouldn't put it past the administration. They absolutely would do something that idiotic. Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Aha! We got a little timer bomb. That's fun. I like that. It's a little wacky. Go ahead and throw that on the explosive pile. We're gonna get some huge explosions. Hey, buddy! Hi! Hi, friend! He's a little shy. He's a little shy. It's okay, though. Okay, buddy. Say goodbye. Bye-bye. What a charming fellow. I should stop talking to the corpses. I already lost a viewer because they said it was weird. Okay. I don't know what this is. This might be water, but we're gonna throw it in the explosive pile anyways. Actually, I think this is water. We're gonna back up anyways and just watch, just in case. You know what? I think we're good. I think that was just, it was just water. Yeah. Okay, let's go in here. Aha! Well, the map said this was estimated to take an hour. It is 40 minutes in, and I'm not that close, so I think the game underestimated me and my lack of skill at cleanup games. I have the disinfecting kind of OCD. I don't have the organizing or cleaning things up kind of OCD. Like, if there was a blood stain on my carpet, I'd just pour rubbing alcohol in it. Whoa! Wait, that's an alien body. It's kind of chill. I like that. I mean, we gotta incinerate everything, right? It's just kind of the job. Oh, bombs. Okay, here we go. This needs to go in the incineration pile. The big bomb pile, I should say. Bro, we're stockpiling munitions. Whoa. Toothbrush! That's huge. You know what? Oh! I almost missed you. You hate getting your hands sticky? I mean, does anyone enjoy getting their hands sticky? Oh, flare. Okay. So we should probably go ahead and put this in the explosive pile, right? I mean, it's a flare. It's not really explosive, but you know, I'd say it falls in the purview, probably. Biohazardous material can just be incinerated. We don't need to add that to the explosive pile. I really enjoy streaming. I would love it if I could make this a career. Because I don't enjoy my job. I love my boss. I love my coworkers. They're chill. I like the flexibility of my job. I like being able to work from home. But, um, I don't like answering the phone. I don't like dealing with customers. Keith Blair. Okay, that's actually a normal name. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not a job I'm passionate about. Because I'm just dealing with customers for like 8 hours. Or my shift is 8 hours. I usually answer the phone for like an hour and a half of that time. Because I do work night shift, which, you know, less calls and stuff. But still, that's like an hour and a half of talking. And then waiting for calls to come in. That's a note, I'll read that later. We're missing any bombs? Any explosives in the area? I don't see any. Okay, well, time to go to the other spot. And finish looking around. I should do another loop outside just to make sure I'm not missing any bombs. And by bombs, I mean explosive barrels. Ah, we'll grab you. We'll grab you. I think this is Dr. Cooper or something. There you go, buddy. Aha! There were more explosive barrels down here. I am considering moving to Canada again. Not for fleeing the US reasons, although, you know, that is a valid concern that grows each day. I I think I could survive here, or at least go down fighting, which, you know, if that happens, so be it. But still, it'd be fun to live with some friends in Canada. Although I would be leaving behind some friends here. So, you know, that is unfortunate. I do like my city. I like the shops in my area. I like the amenities of my college campus. Honestly, I don't really even care for college much in general. I just like the I like having a college campus and the amenities associated with it. I feel like most of the classes I have been taking, I either don't really care about what they're teaching because it's a required class, or um, I am already a huge nerd on the subject and already know what they're teaching. I've had that experience a few times. Like, I took a gender studies class, and I already knew, like, the vast majority of what was being taught in it. So I was like, okay, I don't really need to take this class because I already know all of, like, the vast majority of the stuff that they're teaching. So that, I was just kind of, where'd the flare go? So I don't know. It was still a good class. Like, I enjoyed it, but at the same point, is like, you know, why take it if I already know what I'm being taught? Ah, here's the flare. And with other classes that I'm required to take, I just don't really care about. Like, I took a statistics class that was pretty much just Excel spreadsheets, and like, I didn't care about that. That was boring. And then oh, what else? Intro to biology, like, that was kind of interesting, but I don't know, at the same time, it wasn't like the specific area of biology that I find interesting. It was like a lot of cellular stuff, and I don't care about cells. I really don't. Unless they're neurons, which, you know, neurons are hype, but that's about it, I guess. So, honestly, I don't know. I like being in college. I like making friends at my college. I like, you know, the clubs and community of the college. That's great. But, like, the actual classes themselves, I don't know. I feel like I could take or leave them. I accidentally lit the flare, which then lit the TNT. uh, okay. I'll be honest, that was kind of funny. I can kind of see the appeal of streaming this game. Like, this is a game that I would feel like I'm going insane by playing it alone, but actually playing it on stream is a lot different. Because this is a game that I tried to just play on my own, because I was gifted this game, I didn't buy it. And I was like, okay, you know, I like the Viscera component to it. It's definitely a unique spin on the cleaning games genre. Then I played it and was like, I just can't get into it. Which, you know, it's okay. Not every game is for me. Okay, chat, it's time. Whoa, chat. Wait, no, that's gonna be so hard to clean. Oh, man. Okay, whatever. It's completely black. Okay, well, I guess I got my work cut out for me. I need to incinerate everything first, and then I can go back and bother with the mop. But I think getting the actual viscera cleaned up is the important part for now. That is really funny, though. No, I don't know how to renew the, boxes. Oh. I was just clicking the wrong part. I have a Red Bull here with me. It's white peach flavor. I gotta say, I like Red Bull a lot more than Monster. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's because, like, 90% of all Monster drinks are zero sugar, and I just despise the taste of zero sugar. I don't know why. Like, I can't get over the taste of it. It's disgusting. It's abysmal. So if ever I get a drink, it kind of has to be with sugar. Because if it's zero, like, it's just not worth drinking. And, like, Red Bull does have probably more zero product than they have sugar product, which is kind of annoying when I see a fun flavor, but they only have it in, like, the zero. It's like, buddy, I'm drinking an energy drink. I'm not trying to be healthy here. You don't need to go zero sugar. I get it. This is an absurd amount of caffeine already. And whatever flavors you're adding, probably not healthy either. But I'm drinking it for the taste, so just give me the sugar. It tastes better. I would genuinely take a Red Bull sponsor if they ever approached me. Because it is a product I can actually say that I enjoy. It's one of the things with sponsors for me is, if I ever get to the point where I could take sponsors, I would, make sure it's a decent product. That I actually use. Because that is important, you don't want to scam your audience. And personally, I don't really care for Red Bull's marketing as far as their ads go. The whole Red Bull gives you wings thing, I think, is kind of stupid. But the product itself, I do enjoy. So, I'd do it. They got some tasty drinks. I was on Blue Sky today, and I saw a really wild post. I saw someone make a post about, it was criticizing AI, but they used AI to make the post. Using AI to criticize AI is just insane, I think. I mean, it's probably rage bait, right? But still. That's just absurd. The AI generated a comic about why AI is bad. Have you no shame? Are you that lazy? I don't get people who use AI. Are you just allergic to thinking or using any skill set? That annoys me. Because, I don't know. AI is an incredibly stupid, dumb invention. I don't like it. It looks bad. It, takes away, one of the things that makes humanity special, which is, creativity. And our ability to create, it's definitely a beautiful thing that we have, and, just taking that gift, squandering it, just because people are a little too lazy to learn the skills themselves, or pay someone to make something for them. Buying art isn't that expensive. You can commission art for a reasonable price. You get to pay an artist, which, that's stimulating the economy. That's good. That's helping support someone who needs the money. And it's ethical, whereas AI is not. Nobody likes these data centers. They're so stupid. Why do we have them? You talk to conservatives and they complain about AI. Or at least the data centers. AI is a net negative on society. I'm gonna burn this. See what happens. Let's see. Oh? Well, looks like they failed. Whoopsies. Alright, let's go grab all the little alien bits and pieces. That's just trash, but you know. Still good to grab the trash. It's a cleanup game after all, you know? Might as well clean the trash while we're cleaning the bodies. I recently beat the new Pal World update, Pal World 1.0. It was good. I enjoyed the update. I enjoyed all the new pals they added. I think the 1.0 update was a really exciting step in the series. But if I have one major critique of Pal World 1.0, it's just it needs voice acting. It needs it so bad. I could not tell you very much about the story at all because it was so boring. I was bored reading through the story. I did not care. If I wanted to just play through a wall of text, I could just play any Pokemon game. So it kind of sucks that Pal World, which, in a decent bit of ways, does fix some of the issues with the Pokemon franchise. Of course, it being in its own way. But, you know, there's still some similarities with the issues. That being, no voice acting. Pal World could take a major win over Pokemon. Like, if Pal World introduced voice acting to their game before Pokemon did, that would be huge. That'd be like a huge achievement, a big thing to set them apart. Say, hey, we're not copying, because I don't think Pal World is copying Pokemon. Inspired, sure, but copying, no. And I think implementing voice acting would be a massive win. And I say this as someone who likes both franchises. I do like Pokemon, I play it competitively. And I do like Pal World. I've had my eyes on it for, like, I think since a few years before it was even released. Or, yeah. Because my friend brought it to my attention. They're like, oh, Pokemon with guns. We should play this when it comes out. And I was like, ooh, this looks good. Then I got a bunch of massive attention, and I was like, ooh, whoa, that's crazy. I was not expecting this. But still, I like that they've been consistently making updates. I think the updates have been pretty good overall. The game is out of early release. It's out of beta. You need voice acting to make the story interesting at all. I just couldn't bring myself to care about the story. I do recommend it. I genuinely enjoy Pal World. I wouldn't have over 300 hours in the game if I didn't like the game. But I think the weakest parts of the game are the beginning of the game and uh, the story. Voice acting and more cutscenes would help so much. Because the game does have cutscenes, and the cutscenes in Pal World are beautiful. I like them. But any, like, emotional impact or significance that the story could possibly have through the cutscenes is undercut by the fact that no one is speaking in the cutscenes. Like, if there's, like, a character that seems sad, they just look sad. They don't say anything. Characters, like, giving you some exposition, you just kind of want to click through it all because they aren't speaking. Like, I don't want to read an essay of lore. I'd like to hear it, sure, but read it? No. It's just not as engaging. It doesn't immerse me very well. How does this keep coming down? Stay up. What does this do? Whoa! Big light source. Huge. Big chunk. That's not fitting. I'm gonna have to just incinerate this whole torso. This alien torso. I enjoy whistling sometimes. I can't like do any rhythms or Dr. Richard Carpenter? So his name was Dr. Dick Carpenter? That's crazy. Dude, imagine if that was your name. Oh. That's unfortunate. There's like a little piece stuck there. Was there not? Did it like disappear? Huh? That's annoying that I spilled everything. Okay, whatever. I'll have to come back for those pieces. Who knew that cleaning up viscera could be, messy? There you go. I'll actually, incinerate this one. There we go. Hello! We're playing Viscera Cleanup Detail. It's a game where you pretty much just try and clean up gore from different accidents. It's like Power Wash Simulator, but kind of violent, I guess. I mean, I guess violent isn't the right word. Gory. I don't really like cleanup games, but, you know, I figured this would be fun to stream. And honestly, I like this a lot better as a stream game than as a game for myself, but that's because I don't particularly enjoy the genre. But actually being able to, like, talk to chat while I do it is making this a lot better for me. Right now I'm just getting all the solid objects into the incinerator, so that way I can come in afterwards with the mop and clean everything up. I'm gonna leave that for later. Alright, this bucket's full. Honestly, you're asking the wrong person. I, again, don't really enjoy this genre as a whole, but I figured it would be an entertaining stream, and I do like this as a stream game, but there's not, I wouldn't really play any cleanup game on my own for fun. I just, it doesn't do it for me. I don't find it as satisfying as a lot of other people would. But I'm sure this would be enjoyable for someone who likes the cleanup genre of games. I definitely like the spin on the genre. I think it's creative. Instead of like power washing dirty cars or like a house or something, you are cleaning up bloody sites of like some terrible accident. It's cool. It's creative. I like it. I'll give it credit for that. But I don't know, I don't really play many cleanup games, so I don't have much of a point of reference to compare it to. I guess it would also depend on the price. I got this as a game, or as a gift. What's my favorite game? Good question. I would say either Look Outside, Red Dead Redemption 2, or a Pokemon game. I don't know which Pokemon game, but one of them. I like those games a lot. Look Outside is some of the best storytelling I've seen in a game. It's really moving. And it does the horror perfectly. I'm usually not much of a horror fan. I don't really like the horror genre as much, but I like that Look Outside doesn't rely on jump scares. It is purely body horror. The game doesn't rely on, like, catching you off guard, spooking you. It just, like, it knows that the premise is horrifying, and it relies entirely on that, and I think it executes that perfectly. One of my favorite games of all time. I could go on and on about how much I love that game. And then Red Dead Redemption, do I need to say more? What a beautiful story. Fun gameplay. Great voice acting. Great acting as well, because they do the motion capture for that game. Favorite YouTuber? I don't know, it changes, I'd say. I watch different YouTubers for different things. Like, for gaming, I would probably say Slimesicle. He's pretty funny. I like Slimesicle. For politics, that easily Hassan. He does good political analysis. For comedy, definitely Wizards with Guns. They are so funny. I love those guys. So yeah, I don't. I'm pretty bad at picking favorites when it comes to things. Unfortunately. Unless you said favorite animal, which in that case I'd probably say bird. Parrot specifically. And if you asked favorite color, it has got to be green. I like green. It's a good color. Favorite shape would probably be. I like saying parallelogram, so I like parallelogram. Parallelogram is a hype shape that does not get enough attention. Woke is trying to cancel the parallelogram. Don't fall for the propaganda. Dude, I love complaining about woke just randomly. It's so funny. Oh wait, I think I left the mop bucket inside. Whoopsies. There we go. There it is! Finally! Got that little piece out of the rock. Favorite thing to do? I really love streaming. But I also love blacksmithing. Those are like my top two hobbies. Actually, talking to friends is probably the best. I have good friends. Alright, I need to change the mop water. I'm finally making progress on this level, which is huge. Oh, you have a friend who's a blacksmith? Sick. It's a good hobby, I enjoy it. I get a lot of questions about it, which is unfortunate because I feel like my response usually isn't that interesting. People often ask me, how did I get into it? I saw it on YouTube and thought it looked cool, so I tried it. That's about as far as it goes. Which, you know, it's kind of a lame response to give. but that's the truth. That's how I got into it. Dang it. We're gonna go ahead and do this part back here. Okay, we got that. Oh, you're from Hong Kong? That's that is in China, right? I'm just confirming. I'm pretty bad at geography. I think that's on like the border, right? Like kind of close. I appreciate that you liked my video. Which one? I have a lot of videos up. Rad. How do you like China? I've heard some good things. I mean, I live in America, so it's about as bad as you probably heard. Oh, everyone. Sick. I appreciate it, man. The support is always appreciated. Ooh, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Chinese restaurants here aren't comparable, even the authentic ones, which I have gone to a pretty good authentic Chinese place here. And it was good. I liked the more unique dishes. I think a lot of the kind of boring Americanized stuff is just kind of eh. But I like it when the food gets a little wackier, you know? And American food just does not do that. America food, like, I don't know, it's very boring. It plays it too safe for my liking. Like, give me some more beef tendon and tripe. That was my favorite dish at the Chinese restaurant that I used to go to. And then they took it off the menu, so, like, that sucks. Give me, like, I don't know, some fried pig's feet. I've tried that. It's pretty good. What else? I don't know. I think American food is incredibly boring and lame. I will stay hating American food. We could do so much better. Why do we not? Why do we not do better? We have like, oh, the lamest food. We got like burgers. I mean, fries are good. Chicken sandwiches are good, but like, eh. Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware of the dangers of America. It's not good here, but we survive. You know, we do what we can. Gun violence is very, very prominent, unfortunately. Because you can kind of just get a gun easily here. My high school had a shooting once. No one died, so I'm allowed to joke about it. That's that's the rule. You can make jokes about it as long as no one died. It's not insensitive at that point. So, but yeah, no, it's incredibly common. I will be careful. I don't own a gun myself, but I always have some method of self-defense with me, and I mean, whatever happens, happens. I'm sure I'll be fine. The chances of just randomly dying are pretty low. They're definitely higher than they should be, but what do you mean I got you? I mean, there was genuinely a shooting at my high school. It, made the news. I had a few friends texting me to like verify the authenticity. They're like, "Hey, is this actually happening?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah. There's a shooting going on." It was annoying because I had to stay late after school because they like still had everything on shutdown even well after the threat was over. So I was just like kind of stuck in my classroom way later than I should have been, just waiting for them to let me out. It was crazy. We had like the police and like fully geared out, massive guns come escort us out of the classroom. Which I I get that they were a little terrified about the shooting, but it was it wasn't like a school shooting in the traditional sense. It wasn't someone going to school trying to kill as many people as possible. Luckily, it was more of some kids got into a fight and one of them pulled out a gun. Which, it's not exactly ideal. But I was safe. I mean, as I said, no one died, so that's good. I'm dual streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. I have 3 viewers on Twitch, so I guess in total that would be 5 viewers. But the other answer is I'm not a popular streamer. Like, not many people know of me, so that would be why I have 2 people. It's also like, what time is it? 3:30 a.m. where I live, so a lot of people in my area are still asleep. A lot of my audience is European, simply because of the time zone difference. Yeah, I would love to become more successful on stream. I enjoy streaming. The reason I stream at these hours is because I work night shift at my job. I'm just used to this schedule. My job is to answer the phone, so you guys can imagine that I don't really get much of a rest when it comes to my voice. My job is to talk, and then I usually stream like multiple times a week. So then after my job, I then talk more for stream. Not easy on my throat, but it is what it is. I enjoy this, so I'm not going to stop doing it. There we go. I mean, I could have it a lot worse. I consider myself relatively lucky and well off. Maybe not financially, but I'm not struggling as much as a lot of other people are. I mean, I'm sure you've heard stories about America, but it is expensive to live here. Like healthcare, big pain. Uh, the government, also a big pain. Uh, we got Donald in the White House threatening to like invade every city, overthrow elections and whatnot. So, uh, not ideal. That plus being transgender. Whoa, scary. I know. So I have to pay for that, which I did recently lose my insurance. So that's good. And then I gotta pay rent and groceries, and then tuition for college. Capitalism kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired of it. It's expensive to just survive. And I'm one of the lucky ones. I have a job that's flexible. I can work from home. I can afford my rent. I can afford groceries. But wow, it is expensive. I'm kind of breaking even on everything. It's difficult to save up money. I'm so glad that I don't have a car, because I don't have a driver's license. I can't drive a car. I never learned how. I was too stubborn. So I just never learned how to drive. And gas prices are... they're going up because of the war that America started. And, the cars themselves cost a few $1,000s. And then you have to think about maintenance on the car, repairs, as I already said, gas, tire changes, all that stuff. So, and then there's car insurance as well. I could not afford to survive if I owned a car. I walk everywhere I need to go, which is... On the subject of that, my wagon broke, which is how I get my groceries home, so I can't currently bring my groceries home without a wagon. So I just haven't been grocery shopping for a little while. I've just been... Because, wagons can be kind of expensive, so I haven't had the time to go out and buy a new one. So I've been going to restaurants and getting food delivery when I can, like once a day. Which, not the most cost-effective thing, but, I need food, so I'm kind of gonna do that. Who do I live with? Not my parents. I moved out at 19, so over a year ago at this point. Moved out, I think right when I turned 19 around. Actually, it might have been, the last month of me being 18. Anyways, I moved out. I don't live with my parents anymore. I rent a room in a house. I have a few roommates. Or not roommates, housemates. I don't really interact with them super often, but I've met all of them. They're all nice people. I just don't know them too well. Oh, you're 10? Fair enough. No, that's valid. I just never learned how to drive because driving is kind of terrifying. I don't want to get behind a really, really scary vehicle. You could get yourself or someone else hurt. I got in like a really small car accident when I was learning, and I just quit learning after that. I drove the car into a fence, and I panicked so much that I just gave up. I was like, you know what? I didn't want to learn to drive, but now I'm not going to. This is just no. So I never resumed learning, and I'm thankful for that. My stubbornness paid off because, as I said, I could not afford to live in America without, or like, with a car. It's so expensive. There's so many expenses to add. Because you need car insurance, like, legally. It is against the law to own a car without car insurance. I can't pay that. That that's too much money for me. And then there's buying the car itself and maintenance. Gas prices because of Donald Trump, stupid war in Iran that does nothing for us, but whatever. Besides the point, there's not many people who like that he's just attacking Iran and closing the Strait of Hormuz, which is, I believe, 20% of the world's oil production. Luckily, China reduced their oil imports by 50%, so that saved the world, kind of. Watched like a journalist talk about that recently. Without that, the global supply would have run out a lot faster. We would be so screwed right now. It's weird. In the U.S., you get like propagandized to not like China, but the more that I learn about it, the more I like it. It's not it's not ideal here. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I don't. Don't have a boyfriend either. Um, I had a boyfriend, but we broke up, and I've had girlfriends before, so, currently not seeking, or I am seeking a relationship, I just haven't found anyone yet. But, you know, it'll happen or not happen. It is what it is. I'm not, like, super overly focused on it. But obviously, highest importance is living my life and making sure I'm safe and healthy. Which I am. I've been doing really well mentally despite the state of the country. Oh, I appreciate it, yeah. I don't have my face cam turned on right now, but I'm sure you've seen my other videos, or Blue Sky if you haven't. I post, like, videos of myself a lot. I, I try to look cool when I can. It's fun. I've learned to appreciate fashion a lot more as I've gotten older. Because there is a lot of fun in just trying to look cool. There's no better way to say it. It's fun to customize your appearance a bit. You know, now that I'm an adult, I have, I guess, more freedom to explore different options, buy my own clothing because I have a job. Although clothing is also expensive, so I don't really do that. But it's an option I have. War, call me controversial, but I think war is bad. I'm not a fan of war. I think people dying pointlessly, it doesn't really do much for us, you know? Especially wars started by the U.S. I mean, let's be real. Has any war that is started by the U.S. done much good? Not really. I mean, the only good war I can think of off the top of my head that the U.S. was a part of was I guess World War One and Two. Obviously, the Nazis were on the wrong side. I think stopping them is morally correct. But modern U.S. history, it's kind of. I mean, we invaded Vietnam for like no reason, and then the Iran War we started for no reason. The Iraq War we started for no reason. Operation Desert Storm, despite it being a successful operation, where we took out the head of Al Qaeda. I don't think that was good. We kind of just drone striked a bunch of civilians in the process. So that, not ideal. A lot of people like Obama, but call me crazy. I don't think it's kind of hard for me to like a president who did all that. Because he did do the drone strikes and funded Israel, genocidal apartheid. I mean, Israel is just a warmongering state at this point. Like, why do we keep funding them? We could be funding like healthcare or like homeless shelters here, but no, we're giving more money to Israel. Yippee! I have not been to China, but I would love to go at some point. I don't even have a passport. I've never left America. I've only been to America. I haven't even been through all of America. I haven't visited the West Coast. So, I I I visited the East Coast, like the South and the North, but that's about it. I don't even think I've gone to the Midwest. Yeah, no, I haven't. Dang it! I dropped the water bucket. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of exciting things coming from China, like insane technological development, uh, high-speed rail. Dude, I wish we even had public transport here. We don't even have like government-funded buses. We don't really have many trains either. Like the big cities have limited public transport, but that's about it. The the government was kind of like given money from like what is it? Like automotive business owners, people who like run businesses for cars. So they were kind of just paid to not do public transport because like forcing people to buy and use cars is beneficial to the car owners. So they're just kind of bribed, which bribery. It's basically legal here for the politicians. You can't get a lot of things done because businesses can kind of just pay the politicians. Flying drones. We also have flying drones, but I'm sure the ones we have are a lot less impressive. Depends on what you mean by flying drones. I think most countries have those. It's just like the advancement of it that is a little different. Oh my god, I missed a spot. Dang it. You have drones that can carry people? Okay, that is actually absurd. We have drones that have, like, cameras on them. Oh, why is it not cool? Sorry, did I misunderstand the flying drones? America isn't allowed to have cool things because a lot of the cool things aren't very profitable for big business, so we don't get nice stuff because like the business owners determined that it's more profitable to just sell you kind of lame stuff. Because if they all sell you kind of boring stuff, then what are you gonna do? You just have to buy the product more often because it breaks. Like, even healthcare is squeezed for profit. Doctor visits are like hundreds of dollars. Medication, also a little pricey unless you have insurance. Like, hmm. we do have some robotic dogs here in the U.S. I don't know if they've been like militarized yet. I think they're mostly for like search and rescue kind of stuff, but I'm not certain on that. I'm not too invested in like the tech side of the US. It's not super well versed in my interests. I like a lot of the more, I guess, less technology based science. We do have a new like illness going around that is in fresh produce. That the illness just gives you diarrhea, and because the current administration gutted the FDA, we can't track what products are contaminated. So it's just recommended that people avoid produce because you could get the like bacteria, I think it is, that gives you diarrhea, which is just absurd. Wait, fire drones? Okay, that is sick. We have big fire trucks. They're red. They're all right. I don't think about fire trucks very often. Maybe I should start to think about them more often. Because fire trucks are kind of neat. I guess I don't think about it often. Yeah. The U.S. is like collapsing more each day, unfortunately. Not much we can do about it, except just try and survive. Stop giving me flesh chunks. I want a bucket. There we go. Ooh, airport firefighter. That is sick. I like that. Firefighting is a important job. Keeps people safe. And I would say the firefighters are significantly less corrupt than police, at least in America. I don't know about the corruption of the police force in China. I don't know if they just kind of shoot people. They do that here. They We kind of had a whole protest about that, and then that went nowhere because all of we ended up with getting no police reform. So police can kind of just strangle someone and get away with it. Unfortunately. Yeah, I feel bad for my country too, honestly. Whatever you've heard, it's probably accurate. But we have some redeemable things. I would say that the country is pretty good on free speech and free press. At least it usually is better. It's not great under this current administration, but freedom of speech. That's a good thing that we have, or usually have, I should say. It's good that people can express their opinions without the silence of the government. Usually, I have to keep specifying usually because yeah, it's pretty bad. And even then, I guess it's not that usually because Even under Joe Biden, there was censorship of the pro-Palestinian movement. I guess the concept of America is good, but not really the execution of it. Unfortunately, it's a very, very flawed country. We're maybe started to head in the right direction. We have some good political candidates fighting for what's right, fighting for, you know, free healthcare for everyone, since kind of a pain that you have to pay for that here. Like, isn't that wild? You have to pay money just to receive treatment for a medical issue. And then a lot of times your health insurance is tied to your job, so you don't have a good job, you don't really have good health care either. There we go. I'm glad to hear that your country doesn't let police get away with just shooting people. That's good. Countries shouldn't allow that, but, you know, some countries, that being the US, does. We've got a lot of corruption here in the US. Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't work in this country, but I mean, you always gotta fight for what's better, what's right in the world, and that's what I try to do. I try and advocate for things that will improve not only my life, but the life of those around me. Because that it is important. You gotta do that. And we got the. I just remember the one tech CEO who couldn't answer the question, "Would you prefer humanity to survive?" That was wild. It should be an easy yes. I mean, I would like humanity to survive. Like, if some billionaire can't say that. I hate AI so much. It is so annoying. Dang it. How do you know English? It is a good question. I'm assuming you learned through the internet or maybe school program that does bilingual teaching. I know some schools do that. I don't I don't know much about the education system in China. I mean, you're 10. Your English is not bad at all. Like it's pretty solid considering it's not your first language and you're 10. Like that that's pretty good. But take my advice, don't learn Latin. It's a stupid language. It's a dead language, no one uses it anymore, but still, like, it's just a dumb language, I hated it. I don't know why I took a Latin class, I'm gonna be honest. It's, not super smart idea. Oh, your school speaks English? Really? Not Mandarin? I guess Hong Kong is more open to the outside in comparison to mainland China. But still, I figured they'd speak Hong Kong. Or not Mandarin in Hong Kong, but yeah, no, that's cool. If I could pick a country to be in, despite its flaws, I do like being in America because I feel like it is where I can make my... I can be the most impactful. Because unfortunately America is still a massive power in the world stage. This game is called Viscera Cleanup Detail, I believe. Something like that. Viscera Detail Cleanup... no, I think it's Viscera Cleanup Detail. Yeah, unfortunately the US is still a major player on the global stage, so I do like being here in the sense that I get to make change that can help others. But aside from that, I would say Canada. I have a few friends in Canada, and I wouldn't have to pick up a new language if I moved to Canada, even though a lot of them do speak French in Canada. Still, though, it's mainly English, I think. Despite the US not being a great country to live in right now, especially if you're transgender, which, you know, they're already trying to label me as a terrorist just for being trans, but I still like helping people and doing political advocacy for what I believe in. I'm actually making really good progress on this level. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it. Wow, I've been playing for 2 hours. I think the game said this level is supposed to be completed in 1 hour. That's kind of funny. What are you surprised with? I'm just curious. The YouTube stream is on a bit of a delay, unfortunately. It's just it's part of YouTube. I have tried to reduce the delay, but it ended up giving me a lot of lag, so I just kind of went back to the normal delay. But I've said a lot of things, so I'm curious to what you're reacting to. That should be good. Was it the woke agenda? No, I'm kidding. Oh, this little bit that I find. No, I haven't played Roblox since I was a kid. I used to really enjoy Roblox. I think there's still a lot of redeeming factors for the game, but I just got burnt out. Because the thing with Roblox is, like, there's some really good games, but there's a lot of games that just aren't that good. And the good games, they're good, but you get, like, really tired really quickly of them. Stop giving me flesh! Honestly, probably not. I don't really have much of a interest in returning to Roblox. I will if I have, like, a good reason to. Like, I can't think of a good example. Maybe for, like, a collaborative stream with some bigger content creators. Then, sure, but I don't know. I've lost a lot of the enthusiasm I had for the game. Same with Minecraft, although I probably will. I do occasionally return to Minecraft. I just don't enjoy Minecraft as much as I used to. I got really burnt out from that game. And since I've been playing more games, I've found Minecraft harder to justify returning to in comparison to other games. Oh, your battery's getting low? Oh, it's nice meeting you. I hope to see you again. You're a chill kid. Good luck with, your school. It's awesome that you're learning English. I will say, don't recommend coming to America if you were ever thinking about it. But, I mean, you're welcome to. I don't really have any recommendations for America, though. Wash your hands, I guess. It's not very clean here. So, you know. You don't want to get sick. Getting sick sucks. Not fun. I don't recommend it. Yeah. I'm almost done with this level. This is crazy. I don't think I've actually beaten a level in this game. Mug. It's like the root beer. I can't grab them both. I don't really have any jokes at the ready. I usually just kind of make them. Usually my joke is like sarcastically complaining about woke because I don't know, I find that funny. Because I'm like very clearly woke, very like clearly queer. So I don't know. It's fun to ironically joke about it. Aside from that, I don't know. Most of my jokes are political, and considering that you're in Hong Kong, I don't think you know who like Chuck Schumer is or JD Vance or Mitch McConnell. I would be shocked if you know like almost any American politician aside from like a few presidents, maybe. Sorry. Uh, go for it. Dang it! I spilled it. No. I'm never gonna get this level done. You know what? Honestly, that's even funnier if you just drop the joke in Chinese and then just don't give me any context or translation. That is funny. It was like, drop the joke. That'd be awesome. Honestly, one of my favorite things to do when it comes to jokes is I will start a joke and then just not finish it. I don't know why I find that funny, but sometimes it is I feel like it's just funnier to not tell the joke, but like you start it. I find that silly. Little goofy, a little wacky, a little zany. I also use old time slang because it's funny. Like they used to say gussied up. That's such a funny word. I love that gussied up is a real word that they used to use. That's awesome. Why? Why did it? Hmm? I'm curious now. Oh, no, that makes sense. Yeah. Uh, I feel like I could make a picture frame. I could probably do that. I'm good at making stuff. I'm not very good at drawing, but I'm good at crafting things. I am a blacksmith after all, so you know, I would be pretty solid at making stuff. Generally, I mean, my thumb did get injured in the metal grinding wheel. That did happen. So you know, maybe I could be safer with my crafting, but I mean, it's kind of too late for that now. my, my thumb's already injured. I can't really put the skin back there, right? It is minor cut, pretty much. Dang it! I spilled the water. I'm so bad at this game. I think this game is multiplayer too. I've just never done that. I appreciate it. I'm glad that I'm entertaining, or at least helping pass the time. I do what I can. I try to be both entertaining and informative. I do talk about politics quite frequently, partially because I feel that it's important, and partially because American politics is so funny. Like, genuinely, our politics is hilarious. Our Secretary of Health, RFK Jr., has a video of him working out in jeans. And he went in the pool in jeans with, like, a music artist named Kid Rock, and they drank milk wearing jeans in the pool. Dude, it was awesome. Like, who wears jeans and does push-ups in the sauna? And then drinks milk in the pool? It was so funny. Yes, I'm like the court jester, you're right. That's true. I agree and approve of this message. I mean, I got caught with the woke mind virus, so like it's got to have some positive benefit. Otherwise, like, what was the point, you know? If I'm gonna take hormones to change my gender, I might as well get a little silly with it, right? Okay, estrogen is actually really yummy, though. Dude, I love eating estrogen. Although the spironolactone is gross. I don't like that one. I do also like just making up conspiracy theories. That is also a really fun thing to do. I thoroughly enjoyed just inventing new conspiracy theories. Does estrogen have a taste? Yeah, it does. Uh, so estrogen is a blue pill, although it isn't always a pill. But estrogen has kind of like a sweet taste to it, whereas spironolactone has a bitter taste. So estrogen, that's the estrogen hormone, and then spironolactone is the testosterone suppressant. So estrogen, that it makes me the girl, and then the spironolactone makes me less of a boy, right? So yeah, we're spreading woke to Hong Kong now. Yeah. Nah, I jest. Although I guess I'm not joking. I guess I kind of am doing that. Honestly, I don't like planes. I don't like a lot of vehicles. I think vehicles are stupid and boring. Did I miss something? Why is my game like suddenly lagging? Okay, well, there's something here I can't access. And I don't know what it is. I feel like I've cleaned this pretty thoroughly. Whatever. I mean, public transportation is the goat, but like my interest in vehicles is what I mean. Like I find cars and planes and trucks and trains boring. I mean, buses and trains are cool in the sense of I love public transportation. It's something that America desperately needs, but as far as like do I find them interesting? Not at all. I could honestly care less. I have no idea why the game was lagging, but it stopped now. So wait, why do I have a name tag in my box? What? What? Why did I put that there? Okay. Oh, Dr. Gaywood. Okay. I can see why I kept that. That is a really funny name. Yeah, driving a car is scary. That's why I never learned how to drive. I don't have a driver's license. I legally cannot drive. So I don't. I don't drive. No car. Um, and I'm happy with that. I don't like driving. And as I said earlier in stream, owning a car is expensive in this country. I could not afford all of my expenses plus car insurance. That would be awful. America is so unaffordable as it already is. That would be a nightmare. Exactly. Walking is cheaper. My legs are my car. I walk everywhere. Which kind of sucks because America does have a heat stroke right now. So, it's like 80s and 90s Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, I'm sorry. America's weird, we use Fahrenheit. I hate global warming so much. It is too hot. They, they need to, they need to make it colder again. I'm gonna be honest, no, I don't really enjoy my parents cooking. My parents, they're nice people, but, they're also white. I I want something a little more unique when it comes to my food. White people cooking is well, it's something, I guess. I see my parents often. Some things they're good at cooking, but stop giving me flesh. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, American food in general is kind of eh. I like my food heavily seasoned and with a lot of salt because salt makes food more flavorful. Um, my parents don't like to use much oil or salt, so that's already a big point against them when it comes to cooking. Because salt and oil that makes food taste good, and they kind of just don't do that. Which, I get it. That is a healthier way to consume food, because a lot of salt and oil isn't necessarily good for you, but um, it tastes good. So yes, we do have salted butter in America. We also have unsalted butter, but that's dumb and stupid. All right, see you later. Enjoy your meal. Wee. I gotta say, that was maybe the chillest 10-year-old I've ever come across. Wild sentence to say, I know. But, I guess, crazy that Hong Kong schools teach English. I mean, that's impressive. Oh, you're still here. My bad, my bad. Well, that's spilled. That's great. Usually I have an older audience. I mean, I am twice your age. I'm 20. I'm old. I'm like aging. I'm decrepit. I know it's crazy. But I'll talk with anyone. As long as they're not like crazy. Well, I will talk to crazy people, but mostly to mess with them because I think messing with insane people is fun. Even if it's maybe not the safest thing to do, I love messing with transphobic people. They're so funny to mess with. You don't pay for public school, but you do pay for college and university. Don't, is that your school? If that's your school, you should delete that. Don't share your school on the internet. Yeah, please delete that. Uh, that's unsafe internet practice. Yeah, you just like doxed yourself in my YouTube chat. That you you should delete that. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, like that. Okay, you deleted it. Thank you. Yeah, just like generally, that's unsafe internet practice. You don't want to share your location on the internet. It, it's it's dangerous because unfortunately there are a lot of bad people out there. So it usually unwise. I mean, you don't have to apologize a ton. It happens. I get it, but like for future reference, I'd say be more careful. Because like I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with that information, but someone else watching this might. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like learning opportunity for everyone. Like at least it wasn't your home address. Never share that online. Uh, Hello, Twitch chatters. Welcome. We're playing Viscera Cleanup Detail. I'm almost done with this level, actually. Which is kind of crazy. I was not expecting this. I don't usually enjoy cleanup games, and I mean, this game it's okay. I think I enjoy this as a stream game, but this is not a kind of game I would really play on my own. Um. Oh wait, I still have that corpse in my box. Hang on. No wait, I incinerated that. Oh, there's still this little piece of intestine I forgot to incinerate. This is like the cleanest the game is going to be because I'm almost done with this level. But there, I like the start of the level. There's like corpses to incinerate and stuff. Oh, I got an achievement. I pressed the wrong button. No. Have I tried Deadlock? I have. Um, Not really my kind of genre of game, but I can see the appeal. Like, I think I would play Deadlock if I had, like, some friends to play with, but... Yeah, I don't really play it a ton. Red Cross, like they do, like, health stuff. I know that. They provide, I believe, international health services. Like, their medical treatment. I don't know a ton about them, but I know you can donate blood to them, and I know that using their logo in an unofficial way is considered a war crime, I believe. So, that that's a fun little fact. Yeah, donating your blood to people is good. I haven't done it yet. Part of what makes like blood or plasma donation difficult for me is I walk everywhere and I work night shift, so fasting is going to be difficult for me because not only do I have to, like not eat before going to bed, but I have to eat like I have to skip food during my like the time I'm awake before I go to sleep, and then I have to wake up early because with like plasma and I think blood as well, you have to do it in the morning for some reason. Yeah. I would love to donate blood or plasma, but it's inconvenient for me to do so, unfortunately, so I haven't gotten around to it. I plan to at some point, but there are a lot of hurdles for me to clear. I think working night shift is the main one to overcome. Oh, you have to eat before donation? Okay, I'm thinking of blood tests then. I do a lot of blood work because I am transgender and I take HRT. And you need frequent blood tests. So, yeah. But that is good to know. I actually don't even know my blood type. I should probably learn what it is. What is that? It's like a different mode. I still need to apply for my passport so I can legally leave the United States. It would be nice if I could visit some friends who live outside the United States, but, you know, I don't have a passport, so I legally can't. Um, I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Sorry, my voice is getting tired already, unfortunately. My voice really never gets a rest. My job is to answer the phone, and then I do this nearly daily. My voice does not like me. I never get the opportunity to voice train either because that's also straining on the voice. There we go. There's some water. Oh, voice training is a pain, but I can give it a go. I don't get to do it too often, but basically the strategy that I've learned is you start with your normal voice, obviously. So this is what is referred to as the baseline. Is what I usually sound like without any voice training. And then you kind of make yourself sound like smaller and then like kind of tiny or like a little gnome or goblin. That's how I like to refer to it as. And then you kind of like soften your voice, so then you kind of go into like a smaller but also softer tone, and that like kind of makes your larynx smaller but also makes you sound more feminine. That's at least with voice feminization. I don't know how good I am at it, honestly. It's like kind of hard to gauge my progress personally, especially since I don't get the opportunity to do it very frequently. But it is exhausting on my voice, so I can't do it very often. Which does make it harder because you need to practice something frequently to get significantly better at it. But I think I do like a decent job at it. Like I wouldn't say I'm fantastic at voice training, but I think I'm okay. Kind of. It's hard to like maintain for a long period of time. That's my biggest issue. Yeah, that's really exhausting to do. Yeah, my throat hates me for that, I'm sorry. It gets easier and more natural over time, but it takes a while to get there. And I am just simply not there. I do see there's like a little bit of gunk out of bounds, so I might try and get that. I think I got everything on top of this, so we're going to... I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, I literally can't. Huh. Guess I still don't understand that thing. Uh, Pronouns are the girl ones, so... No, this isn't the ground. I started a big uh, oil barrel fire, and it spread outside of the bounds. The, those black spots are from that. See how this area is just completely black? That's because I blew a bunch of stuff up. So... Yeah, that's my bad. Probably should have blown up less stuff, but... Yeah. What can you do? What is this even for? It's not efficient at all. I don't get it. Why would you ever use the brush? Yeah, when people ask about my pronouns, I usually just say the girl ones because I think that's the funniest way to say it, but also it's true. You know, some people don't like pronouns. They think, oh, that's woke, that's scary. But I don't know. They're just words, buddy. Oh, getting scared about pronouns. That's a little wacky. Yeah, hey girl, I mean that. Yeah, no, you're so true. I I do also use the. I don't mind that one. I kind of consider them to be like neutral. I don't mind them at all. They are very chill. Unfortunately, my parents still don't really approve of my uh, transgender, but I mean, they're not gonna stop me. So, like, they're still nice. I still see them, but you know, like they're my parents. They're still like good people. I think they're just kind of misled sometimes, unfortunately. Also, my cat still lives with them, and I love seeing my kitty cat. So, like, you know, it's kind of good reason, right there. I freaking love my kitty cat. She's so silly. I wish my place was allowed to have pets. It is not allowed to have pets, so I can't take my cat. I love her so much. Oh wait, this is dirty. I can throw it in the incinerator. Yippee! I honestly still don't really understand neo pronouns. I, I don't. I haven't comprehended it, but you know, I support it. I just don't understand it. You know, like I'm there with them. I uh, I think it's valid. I just don't understand. I guess the concept, but you know, I cannot understand something and still be supportive of it. If it makes them happy, yeah, why not, right? It's not hurting anyone. I don't think I've met anyone with neo pronouns. I think meeting someone with them would probably help my understanding of it, but at the moment I don't quite know. But it doesn't mean it's not valid. You know, as I said, whatever makes you happy. Alright. This is looking so much better already. I just have to follow this, like, predetermined path. Although, it's, like, predetermined by myself. But I don't want to track the blood anywhere else, so I kind of have to, like, stay within the bounds I've left for myself. But if I remove this, this is where a lot of the blood is coming from. So maybe I will start tracking less of it. By, like, getting rid of the source. That's my thought process, at least. I don't know if that's how that works in this game, but I guess we'll find out. Because I don't know if, like, stepping on your footprints will make you leave more footprints. You know what? Let's go ahead and put that theory to the test. There should be no original blood here, just footprints. Sick, okay. I'm not seeing any footprints left. Oh, I am still leaving a few, but it's less, I think. Don't get dirty so quickly. despite all this cleaning, I'm still bird maxing. And no one can convince me otherwise. I do want to clear up this especially solidified spot here. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I can press the number 1 on my keyboard. Why am I just trying that? 3 hours in. Dang it, I spilled it. I really am not good at, nor do I particularly care for cleaning games. But, I chose to play this, and I'm like right at the end, so. I might stream this again, because I do think this is a good stream game. It's like kind of chill, good background while I talk. But considering that it's not much actual gameplay, I do need to talk more, which does make it harder on my throat, which is already overworked. I would love to quit my job and do this full time, or at least pick up a job less demanding on my voice. I don't know why the bucket dispenser keeps giving me pieces of flesh. I don't need it. The job is hard enough as is. Without the blood getting everywhere from the flesh you keep giving me. Yeah, I mean, We already incinerated all of the corpses. We're kind of just cleaning up the blood now. Although, a dismemberment game while chatting would go kind of hard. You know, like, saw the body apart, like, hide the evidence. That would go kind of hard as a stream game, I'm not gonna lie. Although, I think a lot of people would call that, or would be a little concerned by the fact that I'm playing that. Wow, okay. Huge progress. Gotta say. I'm feeling good. We're probably going to complete this before 4 hours, which is funny considering I think the estimation for this level was 1 hour. I mean, I probably don't have a good technique or strategy. Just changed it. Maybe I should stop walking in the path. Start going around so I track less blood. Okay, wait, that actually worked? Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. The body grinding game was on sale. No, I actually got this as a gift. This was a gift from one of my friends. And I have, like, not that much time in it because I don't usually enjoy cleaning games. And honestly, this is no different. It just so happens that this is a good stream game. Not, like, for me, it's not a good game to play off stream. I don't enjoy the monotony of cleaning in games. I personally don't see the appeal. Like, I don't know. Clean stuff that I already have. I could injure my thumb again on a metal grinder. You know? What just happened to the audio? Oh, wait. Dude, I heard like a low rumbling and I thought something like happened in the game, but no, I think someone like started a car or something outside. Which reminds me, it is 7 a.m. I gotta wrap up soon. I've been streaming for a good while now. Oh my gosh, no. Okay. How did that spill? That's actually so annoying. I think I'm doing a good job, though. We're like right at the end. I hate cleaning games so much. It's like my version of a rage game, because I find some rage games to be kind of relaxing. Like, getting over it was kind of relaxing, honestly. I still haven't beaten it, but I don't know, like, it was nice, it was enjoyable, it was relaxing. Just gotta make sure I get everything. And it's good. I'm trying to get like full completion on this level. Cause I could leave now and I'll probably get a good score, but nah. This map is looking great, honestly. Dang it. Well, time to incinerate the flesh bucket, I think. It's getting full. just making sure I check everything. These bushes make things easy to miss. Yeah, I can't get this out of bounds stuff, so I do think I'm locked out of 100. Okay, no, hang on. Yeah, I can't get back there. Just gotta make sure I'm not missing anything. Maybe we try... I should go ahead and get another bucket, just to be safe. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I already had a bucket. Well, never mind! And all of this because I'm trying to finish cleaning up the rest. Okay. Dang it. Welcome back. And you're gone again. Fair enough. What do you mean? Why, why won't you come back down? Whoa. There we go. Yeah, that's all the height I needed. Oh, dang it, it like launched me slightly back. I hate this lift, but I kind of need it. You know what? Maybe I moved this over. I think I need to go a little higher. Yes. Okay. Almost done, chat. I can tell that there's something. I think. I think I've gotten as much as I can from this spot, so. I hate this thing. Into the incinerator you go. If possible. If I can just fit this stupid thing in. I hate it. Okay, this is the skinny side. Maybe that? Oh, bro. I mean, I gotta get rid of everything, you know? Well, good enough. Let's go grab the speaker now. That's the, exit. Wait! Dude, I forgot to burn this box. Silly me. Dude, how did I almost miss that? Oh, that would have been embarrassing. Okay, so that's good. I just gotta make sure everything is incinerated. Let's get the speaker box out of here. I haven't used it. Don't need it. What? Fine. I don't think this will go in. No matter how hard I try. Although, that looked like it kind of like... It is orange, like the inside, so maybe... Maybe it is in? Anyways, let's just detect. Huh. Okay. This is unseemly. How dare I? I heard something. Is something out of bounds? Come on, that's not fair. Bro, a bit of the corpse is out of bounds. Okay, well, this is the best I'm gonna get, unfortunately. It can't be perfect because some of the things I needed to clean were out of bounds. But, I mean, this is pretty spotless, I'd say. This place used to be covered in blood. Um, yeah, I'm proud of my performance and certain it will meet with approval. Come on. Demoted? What? What do you mean demoted? That job was spotless! Huh? Dude. 70%? What do you mean? I used the tracker! There was a piece of the corpse out of bounds, and a little bit of explosion that also went out of bounds. I cleaned everything else. I incinerated every box, every barrel. What more could I have done for you? This game is rage baiting. I'm actually not playing this game again. That is genuinely frustrating. 70%. What more could I have done? That is frustrating. Genuinely. That should have been a 90%. How? Oh, was I supposed to leave a report? Oh. What? Huh? This game isn't even fun anymore. I'm upset. Genuinely. I'm incinerating everything. 70% after I put 4 hours into this game. I 4 hours for that. That is so annoying. I'm blowing everything up. Maybe I can die in the process too. Because this is... Frankly, I deserve better. %? Genuinely, 70%. I put 4 hours into that. I cleaned everything I could. What do you mean I got 70%? I don't even know how I got that low. Genuinely. I mean, before I could have seen myself playing this game again on stream, but that like actually upset me. I Oh wait, hang on. I forgot. Dr. Gaywood, let's go! Let's go, my goat, Dr. Gaywood! Huge! I love Dr. Gaywood. I love him. We're keeping that there, and I am logging out. I'm so done with this. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Alright, I need to tab out. Bye.